You're about to witness the future of entertainment. There are several reasons why this is the absolute truth. One, we are making a music-driven, massive multiplayer online role-playing game. And two, we're making the game's main character a superstar by letting it release music videos and perform live in front of a real audience in hologram. This beast of a thing is called Drexler, a gateway between the music and the gaming industry. Why does it make sense to merge those two things together? Well, music is much more than sound, right? But a way to communicate how people dress, talk, and behave. Why do people attend music festivals? People attend music festivals to get the chance to say, I went to this music festival. I like this kind of music. I'm a part of that group. Me. There is no me in the music industry. Just business people scratching their heads how to protect copyright and find better ways to stream content. Music needs me. A medium that incorporates the symbolic reality of it and puts a user in the first place. A medium that gives you the opportunity to become recognized for your musical achievements without any formal requirement of musical background at all. We have to rethink music as a medium. I happen to be a part of a team consisting of animators, graphic designers, programmers, musicians, and game developers on a project called Drexler, which is utilizing the MMORPG industry to make this happen. Do you follow? Massive multiplayer online role-playing game. So basically this is a massive online universe where millions of people can play anytime, anywhere. An example of this is World of Warcraft, where the player develops his own game character online in cooperation with other players. MMORPGs are ridiculously engaging. But what's interesting is that we got a relatively few amount of users playing those games compared to popular mobile and console games. There can be multiple reasons for this. MMORPGs are notoriously non-user-friendly, have complex gameplay features, plus they most often take place in unfamiliar surroundings. Examples include the Middle Ages, the outer space, and other fantasy-based setting. I mean, what One Direction fan in the US is going to grind himself through a dungeon in World of Warcraft, right? That's not what the mainstream wants. The mainstream wants something simple. Pick up and play something it can relate to. So let me finally introduce Drexler, a game where you develop your own game character. But rather than building it up in a field of war or magic, just like in other fantasy-based role-playing games, you build it up musically and develop musical skills by completing musical tasks. Player's progress is made visible by a series of musical output items he gains when completing those musical tasks. The game takes place in 5 sectors: rock, pop, jazz, classical, and hip-hop sectors. The player can build up 5 types of musical abilities: dance, leadership, attitude, performance, and presence. Examples of tasks found in the game include DJ battles, dance battles, rhythmic races, music creation, and managing of other players. A Drexler player will try to succeed by every means possible. We take the existential struggle of a musician and turn it into a digital experience. A big part of the game revolves around the looks of the game character and fans, so it will be a possibility to play the game in a way that the player doesn't have to have any deep understanding of the actual musical gameplay or any performance skills. He can also, for example, start the greatest, say, Balkan, breakbeat, ballet, polka dance group around. So the possibilities are endless. We happen to be making a great musical interface where the player makes his own music by puzzling together sound bits and then later customizing them by genres found in the game. that is rock, pop, jazz, classic, and hip hop. But the thing is, we are color coding those sound bits by scales and beat. So the only thing the user has to do is to mix color with genre. So you will get the opportunity to make music with your finger. Revenue model, microtransactions, where the player can, for example, buy in-game promotion, sound bits, and musical outfit items. And yes, you got a hologram. You see, I could be pitching the greatest idea ever, which I probably am doing, by the way, but nobody would buy it. Why? Distribution. How am I going to market this thing? Two ways. One is through the music industry. Drexler is going to perform live on music festivals in hologram and release music videos. And later, players will get the chance to do exactly the same. Why? To create consensus that Drexler exceeds the experience of playing video games. To build communities long before the MMO counterpart will be released. And we are also kind of turning music performances into trade shows and completely disrupt how games are usually introduced to the market. The second of all would be a rather elaborate test/promotion strategy. We are currently working on a prototype of a dance level which can be best described as Tekken meets Just Dance. So a player picks his musical preference and matches with another player with another musical preference. And then they dance. Each battle is 3 rounds. The first round played with a song made by player 1 on the app. The second round played with a song made by player 2. And the third round with a completely random song made by a player who might not even be watching or playing the dance counterpart of the game. So everyone can affect this game. We will test this thing in groups and let people meet. That is the key. To complete the social experience that should be music. This prototype here, is a start of the smallest sellable unit of Drexler. And we will let people form clans around music. And this can be implemented in every bar, every club, every social center, every living room, basically everywhere people can meet. So Drexler is not only on Steam. It breaks down the wall of actual and digital reality. For all of the investors in here, let me translate what I've just said in a simple formula. Take the most engaging form of entertainment we have. That is MMOs, which are a much bigger market, by allowing the players to play the social part of the game on mobile. Then add man's most symbolic art form into the mix. And we get M, that is MMOs, plus M, that is mobile, plus M, that is music, equals. This is a new sound of music, people. Monetization. Music needs to change. It needs to become interactive. We do not need another publishing company, and we do not need another streaming site. Music needs me. A medium that allows the user to drive the process. Music needs a new medium. With all due respect, that is a difference between Drexler and the traditional way to do business in the music industry. Drexler will make you a pop star. Thank you.